Must Love Yarncast.
Mm-hmm.
We are a little delayed in bringing...
starting 2026.
Starting 2026. And we talk about that in the outtakes. Chit-chat and outtakes.
Yeah.
And we normally bring you this Yarncast from our yarn store in Shelburne, Vermont, where you can find many of the things that we're going to talk about today. But we are having some scheduling challenges is maybe not the right word, but in the interest of wanting to get this to you, we are Yarncasting today from Jen's place.
From Jen's Yarn Store.
From Jen's Yarn Store, also known as Bobolink Yarns, where that is providing our woolly, colorful backdrop today.
Ange came in and she was like, oh, look, we actually have a backdrop. I was like, well, I put the yarn on the racks a few weeks ago so I could keep track of where everything was. And I was like, I just thought I'd just wheel them out.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not? I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
You look official.
So, the lighting might look a little different. The backdrop looks a little different.
We look more human, actually, somehow.
Do we?
Like, I think our coloring is better.
Okay, coloring's better. Lots of natural light in here.
Yeah.
We have weird little tables, so you're going to see us bending over a lot to pick up stuff. We don't have our normal giant 6-foot table.
I almost asked you to bring it, and then I was like, no, that would just be too much.
I totally could have.
It's too much. I don't have a card table, so
yeah,
I don't have
it's fine. We'll just make do.
It's fine.
We're just in it.
Yeah.
So you can follow the store out on social media. It's Must Love Yarn, Facebook, Ravelry, Instagram, World Wide Web, where you can browse and check out a lot of stuff we're going to show you today. Check out our newly redesigned website, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So
kudos
much.
to Bella.
So way more user friendly.
Yeah.
And I'm Angela.
I'm Jen.
You can find me out on social media, Instagram, Ravelry, Blue Sky as Junior Bird Kid.
You can find me on Ravelry as J Arbuckle, Instagram as Jennifer_Arbuckle, and Blue Sky. I don't really do a lot of Blue Sky, but I have a thing over there, a J-Arbuckle thing, but I don't populate it.
Nice.
For me, you put something on Instagram and it goes everywhere. You don't only have to do it once, and you hit 3.
Yep, totally.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, feel free to follow or friend us on any of those platforms. With my normal caveat that those are my personal pages, so you're probably going to see some other stuff.
Yeah.
It's not knitting, yarn, crochet content. If you want solely that, I would stick with the yarn store platforms.
Mm-hmm.
We do put all links to all this stuff in our show notes. So feel free to take a look at those. So we like to start our yarn cast with our yarn cast pick.
Oh, right. You have that.
I do.
Usually I have it. And I was like, wait, where is it?
So I was teaching a class at the store this morning. It's Saturday for us. And so I scooped up some yarn that we're using for our yarn cast pick. And then Jen's going to take it back to the store tomorrow when she goes
when I go to work
for her Sunday shift. So that worked out
I forget
pretty
sometimes
well.
how soft it is.
Right? It's so soft.
It's lovely.
It's probably just going to get tossed on the floor, though, because I'm not going to shove it back in that bag while we're on the yarn cast. So we are sticking with very soft, very bulky, cozy yarn because we're cold. And it's cold here, and this is just screams winter.
It's such a lovely yarn.
So this is Plymouth Yarn Aredo, which is a 70% baby alpaca, 7% merino, and 23% nylon yarn.
Yeah.
It is so soft.
Yeah, it's got a that sort of blown-in fiber sort of chainette kind of construction. It's kind of hard to see, actually. But it does not, and it looks very fuzzy and halo-y. And when you knit with it, it does have a halo. And it looks like it might fall apart if you try to knit with it, like one of those roving yarns, but it's not. But it's very sturdy, and it knits beautifully. It's lovely when it knits up. You could do, I think between the merino and the nylon garments, maybe 70% baby alpaca is still quite high alpaca content. Well, I've seen people knit some garments out of this. Yeah. They definitely want to be, not something that needs to be like tightly fitted. It wants to be something that it's definitely great for accessories.
Yep.
You know, mitts,
Like
hats,
cowl,
gloves.
hat, yep, shawl.
Yeah. But I've seen people knit sweaters out of it. I think there's enough texture in there, enough. You just want to be a little careful to knit something that's not super heavy that's going to drag itself down.
Yep. So this retails for $26.99. It is 100 gram skein, 283 yards. So you can see how lofty and soft and fluffy it is. This is a bulky weight yarn. So to have that kind of yardage on 100 gram skein just gives you a sense of sort of how lightweight and lovely it is.
It's like a DK yardage.
Yeah, it's a DK yardage, but it knits at a bulky. It is classified as a bulky.
Although they recommend using a US 9. I think you could get away with a bigger needle if you wanted something
a little more open,
a little bit
fluffy.
More.
So but we have six colors.
I guess we could line up our.
We definitely have. So this is like a natural color, and the one that Jen has is like a light gray. Yeah.
We also had a blue for a while, but we must have sold out of that one. Oh, you have the blue. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And like this is like a pinky purple kind of one.
It's a nice neutral.
So very lovely.
Yeah.
We have quite a number of skeins of all of these colors. Like the purple one was a little light, and the blue was a little. But there'd be enough skeins, at least as of right now. Next Friday, I don't know. That's the problem. When this posts. That there's still sweater quantities of this for sure. So $26.99. We will do the yarn cast, the code YP Air 26. Yeah, just to make it easy to spell.
Because I can't spell it no matter what.
Oh yeah,
and I'm a good speller.
YP.
Where's the
Air,
E go?
Right, 26. And we're going to run this. This will run from Friday the 30th through, why don't we just say through Valentine's Day.
Sure.
Treat yourself through the 14th of February. And I don't think that I said, because we're kind of discombobulated today, but with that code, you can get 10% off in store or online.
The OG will know, but
2
for the new
weeks.
people, right.
And you have to use the code in store, so it doesn't automatically apply. So you have to give that code when you're checking out to the person to have it apply to your order.
Yeah.
And there's a spot on Shopify when you're doing the checkout for coupon codes, and that's where it would go. If you're buying online. So hopefully you guys like that or have some interest in trying some new yarn. And for those of you project that I'm going to show on my whips that's a sweater that you could potentially use this yarn for.
I was going to say, or for those of you that have already used it and just want a good deal on it, now's your chance to get a little bit off.
So so what are you wearing today?
I am wearing, this is my shawl design. It's called a Pretty Luxe Shawl, and you can either make a big triangle. It's kind of hard to see, but there are, it was knit with mohair, and you sort of do in between the stripes. This was knit with mohair and like 3 colors of Noro, I want to say. And there's also the pattern, you can either make a triangle or you can make a crescent shawl. The crescent one is over there. I wear it a lot as my regular scarf.
Yeah.
And it's lovely and warm, especially it's a big triangle. I mean, you can make it as big as you want, really, because you're starting at the top and you're just going down. But it's just on this
so nice,
cozy day. Yes.
Super cozy.
Yeah.
I busted out cyan. This where we are, folks. It's cold out. I busted out the super heavy sweater.
Well, you should see the sweater. I had my procrastinator on, which I mentioned a few weeks ago, because that's my house sweater, as I call it. I'll just grab it because it's right over there.
Oh, yeah, totally. So I'm going to pull up the details. This is the sweater that I knit using Fernbridge Farm. So this is Kelly's from Kelly's Sheep.
That's right. I couldn't remember whether that was it or not.
Yeah, this yarn is from that. And this is an Elizabeth Dougherty, I can't talk today, Dougherty pattern. But the yarn that I used was heavier than what the pattern called for. So I used worsted weight yarn, and I think the pattern called for DK. So I went up needle sizes from what the pattern called for, and then made one size smaller than I would normally make for myself. Mm-hmm. So that turned out well. Like it fits, it's fine. It's super warm because it's a worsted weight color work sweater. Perfect for a day like today. Where you need, I am super appreciative of all of my hand knits today, and have had all of them on.
Right.
Which is part of the reason why my
sex
hair
more over there that you took off when she
is
came in.
pulled back the way it is because I've had a hat on, and my hair, it's not really enamored with hats.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, no. But it's too cold to go outside without a hat on today. So.
Yeah, this is my house sweater, my procrastinator house sweater. It's Alafas Lofi and mohair. It's a great sweater. I wear it in the evenings because I get cold in the evenings sometimes when I come home. And I was wearing it earlier, and then I was running around the house.
And you got too hot.
And I got hot. And then it also makes me look like I'm a ginormous person, which not the smallest person, but I'm not ginormous, so don't need to put that out there in the world. Anyway.
So finished objects.
How'd you do this? Mine are all gone.
How do we do this?
I have pictures of all of mine. I have 5.
Okay. I
think
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 with me.
I have 0 with me.
The rest of them are left for gifts. So I'm going to start.
Yes. With something people can see.
Yeah, because I have something people can see. So these are the Fida mitts. So these are by Zanette Knits.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I made 2 pairs of these. So I had a pair that I gifted that were natural. This is the Juniper Moon Harriet Great in natural color, and then like a navy blue for the counter color. Oh, I know. So nice, right?
I knit 2 things over the holidays.
So these are so soft. They're super warm. I will say I had to go up 2 needle sizes from what the pattern called for.
And it was for bulky weight yarn?
It was for bulky weight yarn.
Well, you are a tight knitter, but even
but it was kind of ridiculous. So did I bring it with me? I did knit one on the needles that they called for, and I could barely fit my hand into it. I don't have the most gigantic hand. I have very small hands. So I have one of these that doesn't have a thumb because I just stopped. I didn't bother to rip it out because I was like, I want to see. So I went up 2 needle sizes. I think the pattern called for like an 8, and I was like,
you wouldn't want the fabric to be anything smaller than that.
No, I know, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, she called for an 8, and I was like, that feels really small. But I was like,
some people, they want
to go with it.
Yeah,
well, there's such loose knitters that's.
Well, some people make mittens on a tighter gauge because they don't want air to go through them.
Right, but I clearly did not.
Yeah.
Was not getting gauge on an 8 because the mittens didn't actually fit my hand.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm just saying, yeah.
So this is me going up to a 10, which feels like a better needle for color work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like them. They're warm. They're super soft.
Yeah.
So I have 2 sets of these that I've finished.
And what's the red? Is that
so the purple is Pearl and Post.
Oh yeah.
Bulky. It was labeled as a bulky. I think it's more of a super bulky, realistically. It's kind of like a single ply. It looks a little bit like Mecca.
She's one of our indie dyers.
So I used hers in the purple and then the other pair that I made hers was like a navy blue. So I think it works okay.
Yeah.
Like this part here is so warm because it's so thick.
Yeah.
The thumb's a little chillier. I can feel it just even with having these on. So it was a very fast project.
Yeah.
Considering I knit 5 mittens basically in just a few days.
Yeah.
But the other pair
bulky
was
mittens,
gifted.
that's the way to go. They go fast.
Bulky mittens, so fun.
And, obviously keeps your hand
warm. So, right, so that's the Fida mitts.
Okay.
So we have those finished objects. When I got done, here's all the colors of the mitten. Here's all the mitten colors. I had some leftovers from all of the various skeins, and I was like, this Juniper Moon Harriet is so nice. Like, I don't want to not use it. Like, what can I find to
I thought that was a hood when it was on your lap.
So this is the open coat cowl.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just kind of, I think it's actually a free pattern. It's like a recipe for, you start at the bottom and knit up and then combine it around, and you could stripe it or not stripe it. Patterns written for bulky yarn, but you could take that recipe and you could convert it to worsted, you could convert it to super bulky. And so I thought, what a great use of all of these odds and ends. Yeah. I will just, wing it with my stripes and color changes. So I can use up all of this yarn.
Yeah.
So look at me. I almost am participating in a scrap along. Wow. Actually, I am participating in a scrap along. Look at that, guys. And also then you can see, so these were the colors from the other mitts.
That reminds me that I didn't post any of my projects in any of our things, which I should.
Yeah. And this
where's that one from?
This is Malabrigo Mecca. This got knit with this plain white. I was using a lot of Harriet Great.
Yes, because it's the nicest yarn ever.
And I made where did it go? Bulky thistle thorn cowl. So if you guys remember, I made the thistle thorn cowl, the purple and like blue one that was on DK Way Yarn. The designer released one on bulky yarn. So I thought, well, what a great project, like last minute gift. And I had this in my stash already, this Malabrigo Mecca. And I've been kind of jonesing to use this Harriet Great. So that's actually the first project was these two. And then the mitten pattern released, and I was like, oh, I should make those mittens. So I bought another skein of this. And then I was like, oh, well, I want to make a pair for myself. So then I bought this yarn. And then I had all these leftovers, and I was like, what am I going to do with these leftovers? And I was like, there we go. So yeah.
Look at that.
I know.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Used them all. No leftovers.
That's funny.
So that bulky thistlethorn cowl, I'll link to that in the show notes. I have some pictures up on my project page as well. So super fun, very fast, also very cozy.
Yeah, especially if you use one of those, like an Arado. For instance, if you used Arado to make that.
You could totally use 2 skeins of Arado.
Can you imagine how cozy that would be?
Oh my god. Yeah.
It would be the pattern might get a little lost because the halo would be really pronounced, but it would be the coziest thing in the planet.
I would probably use just 1 skein of Arado and then find something else, like a different bulky to knit with it, just to have some more stitch definition. But yeah, it would be so cozy and beautiful. Yeah. So you have a bunch of finished objects.
I do. So last time I showed the hat that I was making for my niece. I apologize. So I did post about this. So there's better, if you go to my Instagram feed, you'll see if you go back. So I finished the hat and I chose a super fun pom-pom. These are, as it turns out, when I started the hat, I wasn't really thinking about it, but I was holding the Juniper Moon Farm in the natural color with like a gold colored Cannon hand dyes silk merino yarn that I had. my niece found out where she was going to college because she got accepted early admission or whatever, early decision. And so that's why the pom-pom is green, because green and gold are the colors of her school. So this hat was deemed actually pretty cool by my niece.
That's amazing.
For a 17-year-old, the qualification of actually was maybe a little extra. But really, she actually put it on. I think she's worn it.
Wow. Out in public.
Perhaps. I don't know. We don't want to get too crazy. But anyway, so that was nice, actually. And I was, oh, come on. Stop. This new Apple thing. Anyway, sorry, I should have said that's the Everyday Beanie by Amanda Morse. It's the Everyday Beanie Chunky by Amanda Morse.
Nice.
It should have been on there as a whip before, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It appears to not be.
Yeah.
There was other stuff on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So should I keep? How are we doing
keep
this?
Going.
I have 4.
Keep going.
So sticking with the juniper. Since we're doing an ad for Juniper Moon Farm Harriet Great,
yep.
I also made...
I feel like that should have been the on-cast pick, but we did that last time, I think.
Maybe, yeah. I knit a cowl for my dad in this royal blue. I feel like he put it on Christmas Day and has not taken it off since. I did one in cashmere, a different pattern for him a few years ago, and he wears that one a lot as well.
Nice.
And he really needs something in the rotation.
Yeah.
He's 83, and he gets cold.
Yeah.
So he wears 14 layers of clothing, and he needs a little something around his neck. So that is it's just a simple cable cowl. It's like a Plymouth pattern by Vanessa Ewing.
Nice.
Yeah. So all of these were like these sort of last minute decisions that I made. I did show the carousel cowl last time. That was a whip last time, and that got finished and handed off to my friend Michael.
Did he love it?
He did like it a lot, actually. I will say this, it was a little bit, according to the pattern, I had 40 grams. This was a scrappy project where I made it. So it's a carousel cowl by Eleanor Mortensen. It said 40 grams each of the yarn or something like that, and that's what I had, and I did not have enough of the blue yarn. So I just sort of truncated the top band and finished it off in the white color that I've been using, or whitish color. So the blue was an old maiden aunt, merino cashmere nylon. She's a Scottish hand dyer yarn that I bought when I was in Scotland. And then Legacy Fiber Arts, Cozy Toes, I think. Pretty sure it was the other one. We're not 100% sure because it was stash yarn. Scrappy stash yarn for that matter.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. And then I did one more cowl that I did in Rasta. It's a little hard to see. It's called the Perpetually Persistent Cowl by initial L, Avenatti. So that was, I think I made it in like 3 hours. It's very, very fast on that, super, super bulky.
Yeah.
And again, I think my friend put it on and
hasn't taken it off.
Not sure.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was nice. I did all these sort of last minute gifts. I wasn't planning to knit gifts for anybody, so this was all like December 19th on, I think. Maybe. The carousel cowl I had started before then, and my niece's hat I had started before then, in fairness. But the other two were very last minute, super fast knits. And it just goes to prove like a nice skein of really soft yarn, and
you're super motivated, and you're like,
and the cowls, like everybody loves a cowl, especially in the winter, because especially like obviously the big drapey ones, but even just a simple neck warmer. I mean, it's
so nice.
Yeah, and I have several that I've made over the years that I just wear all the time. That's what I wear every day, like under my coat, because it doesn't fall off, it doesn't get tangled, it doesn't, you don't have to wrap it around 53 times. Yeah.
Open coat cowl.
That's right.
Oh, that is.
Right, yeah.
So, is that...
The only other thing I made was I did, every year I make not every year do I make, but since my niece was born, every year at Christmas, I give her a snowman ornament. And I started it haphazardly the first Christmas with her. And usually I buy them like in a craft fair or from an artist. I want it to be like a local crafty artisan made thing. So she's got a wide variety of them. And this year
we have spent many a ride back trying to
let's
sort
see
what are we Jen gonna make one this year? Is she gonna buy one?
Yes, usually I find one somewhere. They're made out of glass. I've made several for her of various, like this year I felted one for her. Was a last minute. It was cute. So that's on my Instagram as well. I posted all of those pictures together. So that was fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
And their Christmas tree fell over this year.
Wow.
So
yeah.
I think luckily all of those glass ornaments survived. But
good.
we did joke that when my niece finally takes her snowman collection of ornaments away for her own first Christmas tree, my sister and brother-in-law are going to have to do a little ornament shopping to replenish their tree. 18 or 19 or 20 ornaments down.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So it wouldn't be a yarn cast if I hadn't knit some hats.
That's right. Or 12.
Or 12. I only have 2. One's not totally finished. This one is finished.
So cute.
So this
That's
is
pretty.
All Panic, No Disco. So this is the Indie Untangled New Year's Eve box.
Oh, right. Junction fiber.
With the Junction Fiber Mill yarn and a new hat pattern. So
It's cute.
Cast this on. This was kind of like a New Year's cast on. This was before I got taken down. This one got finished quite a while ago. So super fun pattern.
Yeah.
I might knit this one again. The yarn's beautiful. It's not 100% my color palette, but I like it. It's pretty. Yeah. I love their yarns, just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I might be able to knit a reverse one. Switching the colors. I have leftovers. I'm not sure if I have quite.
It looks like it goes from like orangey to darker and then back to orange.
And then back to orange.
It just alternates.
So it just kind of.
Yeah. It's a nice colorway for this.
It's nice. For like the New Year's Day celebration.
It's not it's not traditional red or whatever.
Right.
It's
No, I like the color. It's not my
just
color,
not my
normal color palette, but I really it was a fun hat pattern. The hat pattern is called All Panic No Disco. So if you're looking for a quick, new kind of technique, nice like this kind of is kind of a fun little technique to do.
Creates a beautiful texture.
Yeah, it's really lovely. So that's hat number 1. And then hat number 2, because I have to stay off social media. Really, what this comes down to, but it's fun. Sorry, I haven't done any of the tassels. So the Winter Olympics are coming up.
I love the Olympics every year. So
yeah, they're coming up in February. And this is the reverse engineered 2026 opening ceremonies hat, Winter Games hat, that was designed by Ralph Lauren. Somebody has very graciously created a pattern for. So I am ready to go. I just need tassels.
I told Anne she had it on before we started. I was like, "You look like you're ready to do the luge."
I am.
Bobsledding down that hill any minute now.
Definitely a great hat for a day like today. I was telling Jen, these ear flaps, man, this is amazing because my ears are totally covered. So warm.
Yeah.
So a fun hat. Mostly, I might have to knit one
for when I do start walking outdoors.
I think you're gonna. Mostly 2 colors. There's 2 rows that you are working all 3 colors.
Oh yeah.
But very fun. I realistically knit this thing in like 2.5 evenings.
Is it worsted weight?
Worsted weight.
What yarn is it?
I used Cascade 220.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the blue and the white are regular Cascade 220 and the red's 220 superwash because that's what we had available at the store.
Yeah.
So all Cascade 220. That was actually the yarn that the pattern called for.
Yeah. I think we have a new supply coming in.
We do have red for sure because I bought another skein of red today. I didn't check to see if we had blue and white in, but we do have more coming So if we don't stand by, probably by the time this posts, this stuff will have been here. So 2026 Winter Games hat is a free pattern on Ravelry. So.
Oh, that's right, because you can't profit from. Yeah. Anything Olympics related.
Anything Olympics related.
Yeah.
And I downloaded it immediately when I saw it because the Olympics are super aggressive about anything with their stuff sometimes. And even if people aren't charging, sometimes they get cease and desist letters. So I downloaded it immediately so I could have
access to the pattern.
So I have access to the pattern in the future.
Did you save it as a regular PDF, not just in your library? They might. No, just kidding.
I did, actually.
Oh, dear.
So that, I think, gets me through my FOs. I'm sure I probably forgot one somewhere in there, but...
I think I covered all of mine, and I have been like the most monogamous knitter since then that you could imagine, because I had started my sweater before Christmas, because I thought I had finished everything, and then I did all those last minutes, so I had to pause, but then and it's not the sweater you're thinking of.
So let's see it.
Yeah, so I have been working away on my Winter Rose sweater. And
that is so pretty, Jen.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it, and I've tried it on a couple times. Because I keep thinking I'm done. You know how it is when you get towards the bottom of the body.
It's like a black hole of length.
Yeah.
I love the cabling detail on that. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. So the one thing that I did that's different from the pattern. Well, no, actually, I've been very diligently following the pattern. When I got to the where I divided for the sleeves, as usual, I felt like the circumference of the sleeve was going to be too narrow for me.
Yeah.
So depending on which size of the pattern you're making, there were different numbers of stitches in this section between. So I added like another inch worth of stitches. I think it called for 7 in my pattern, and I think I put 11 in or something like that. So this is wider on the sides than it would be, but it gives me a little extra room around the sleeves.
Yeah.
And then the body is actually, it's fine. It's a little bit loose, but it's like in a good way. So,
nice.
And it hasn't been blocked, obviously, and it's superwash. So part of me is like...
It's going to grow.
Yeah, so I was telling Ange, well, we had lunch. I'm struggling with, this is essentially 4 skeins. I have like, this much left of the 4 skein, and I have 6 total. This is a Fiber Stash Dye Works yarn, worsted weight, superwash merino. It's called Slayers, Every One of Us. I've had it for a long time. I knit, and the fingering weight version of this, I knit a love note for my niece a long time ago when she was little, and I just love the colorway so much, even though I held it with white mohair for that. And I was telling Ange also that I have been very bad and I have not alternated skeins, and I'm holding, I was petrified to hold it up because the minute you put it in front of a camera, suddenly but it's done pretty well, I think. Right. Yeah. I have 2 skeins left. So the big question mark is, and I have a little bit more to do with the bottom, obviously. When I hold it up though, I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
So I have to do the ribbing at the bottom, which is really not a big ribbing. And then I have 2 skeins for the sleeves. So I feel like I'm going to be okay, but I'm not 100% sure. I almost wonder
if you should knit the sleeves.
I decided that I'm going to finish the body.
Okay.
And then if the sleeves get to a point, well, first of all...
You could do 3/4 sleeves.
I could do 3/4 sleeves, although I don't really...
For a worsted weight, that's not, you want a longer sleeve.
Yeah, and there's a more cable detail at the bottom of the sleeves. Okay. So, although I also will have used a little bit more yarn because I made the sleeve a little bit bigger. Yeah. Although the whole body is a little bit bigger. The yarn that's called for in the pattern is like a mixture of different, like Plutolopi held with something, and the yarn quantities are given in grams, which, as I said to Ange, I've done the math like 35 times, and I was like, oh, I've got plenty, even though 6 skeins seems like maybe not quite enough for a sweater for me, typically. And then I was like, oh, but Plutolopi is like the big cakes of Lopi that don't weigh very much. So maybe there's more. Yeah. So then I looked at the projects to try to figure out how many yards other people had used, and it's all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're going to Vogue Knitting Live.
Yep.
Christy from Fiber Stash Dye Works will be there.
We will be right there when this posts.
Right. And so I will be deciding, I will be looking at her booth to see if, well, hopefully by then I'll be somewhere into the sleeves and I'll get a sense of how much yarn they're going to take.
Yep.
If I get to the point where I'm not going to have enough for both sleeves, I'm going to weigh everything carefully before I start, and then I'll do one sleeve and keep track of how much I'm using. I could switch to another yarn and just fade it in and just finish the sleeves and something else. One thing where the color does shift a little bit, which I noticed immediately, is that in the cable section, it looks a little darker because it's cabled and it also is grown. Like all the increases are in the cables.
Yep.
So it's not a stark difference in color, but it's going to be a little darker on the ends. Anyway, so we will see. Stay tuned. But I have knit a lot.
You have knit a lot.
This sweater because I'm so excited about it. And I should clarify where's the pattern? It's in my super cute little llama Matter Root bag. The pattern is from Knit Amore, who is that's who it's from. The Winter Rose sweater.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. So those are the sleeves.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Another cable detail on the bottom. So yeah, you can see how fuzzy it is in the pictures here. And that's the Pluto Lopi. But I'm pretty happy. I love this colorway a lot.
It's so gorgeous.
Had it in my stash for a long time. So
nice. I have a half object.
Anyway. That's pretty much it. I probably put a little bit on that sweater, but probably not a lot.
How
are your socks?
You
finished one.
I finished one.
Look how fun they are. They're so celebratory.
How amazing this thing is.
That's awesome. Oh, and the stripes on the bottom.
That heel flap gusset for this sock is something else. It is something else, guys.
It's beautiful. These are great socks.
I love these socks. They fit really well, too. This heel is like fire.
Look how striped it is.
I know. Isn't it so fun? So one done.
So did they tell you to?
Yeah, it's supposed to be striped like that.
Yeah, and then this is just the other colors.
Yeah. So it's just.
Oh, but that would be solid.
That's the heel flap.
In theory, if you hadn't used a striping yarn.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, that would be solid. It's striped because of the type of yarn
it's
that
awesome,
I used.
Though. I love it.
How fun these are. So one sock is totally done.
They're so great.
I think I'm going to take this on the train. I'm going to try to cast on because it's toe up and I have to sit and
it's dark.
But once I get it started, we're fine. So I think I'm going to take this as like my train project because I will have to follow the chart.
Yeah.
This bit is like there's a lot going on. Fiddly, have to pay attention to it. But I've knit one now, so it'll be less fiddly.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway there. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
So this is the Rhubarb and Custard Sock by Zanette Knits. So apparently I'm on a Zanette Knits.
You are.
Tear these days. So fun. So excited to wear these. And now I just have to cast on the second sock.
And the yarn for those, I remember you talked about them before. Sorry, but the one, I can't remember what the weight was. So
this is the signature West Yorkshire Spinners, and I know I have a ton of yarn left.
Yeah.
In the tinsel colorway, and the weight is just a vintage sock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Super fun.
These are great.
I'm pretty excited about them. Let's see. So I finished that one sock. I cast on at some point. I couldn't even tell you when. So I finally busted out.
Oh yeah.
My
this year's.
This is this year's. We won't talk about the couple prior years that I haven't used yet. But anyway, this is this year's Woolens and Nosh Advent yarn. And I decided to make a Musselburgh out of it.
Yeah, off the reservation.
Off the reservation, no socks.
That's awesome.
Musselburgh. So this is one. So for these, she breaks them into 2 50-gram cakes for you, matching cakes. So this is 50 grams. And then I switched over and I'm knitting in sort of the contrast color. And then I will knit the other half with the other 50-gram skein. This is going to give me just enough to like be able to roll the brim up. I actually have a second. I'll measure when I get done with this to see if I want to add the second. If I want extra roll, I might not. But yeah, I'm going with the Musselburgh.
So these little micro
scrapes.
Is that's all built into her?
So the way
because those were the separators.
Are the separate. So these brown micro stripes are the separators because it's an Advent skein. And with her micro stripes, I've knit hats out of hers before that I knit out the Cardafile, which had micro stripes. And so with the hat, there's too many stitches, so the micro stripe won't go all the way around. So you get this really cool patterning.
That's awesome.
That just is.
Have you shared this with Michelle yet?
I sent her a picture early on.
Yeah.
And I definitely told her that I was knitting this, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's a great yarn for Musselburgh." But I should send her an updated,
just because you've got the half done,
picture
awesome.
To be like, this is what this thing looks like knit up. Isn't that amazing? I just love how happy. Look at all these colors. Yeah. And look at how good. Like look at all those colors are there.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
So fun. This Musselburgh I'm keeping for myself.
As you should.
I gift a lot of them, but this one I'm keeping.
Yes, you should.
This is my basketball project currently.
It's perfect, right? You just knit.
So all of this knitting has happened at basketball games.
That's a lot of basketball. You're a quick knitter, but even so, that's a lot of basketball. And basketball is also really exciting. I think I've said before that it's harder to knit at basketball than it is at baseball because baseball has lots of downtime. But this is a really good pattern because you just are knitting around and you're not having to do like a magic loop with socks or anything. Like it's just around and around and around. And so I can stop and like watch and yell, but I can mostly just knit without even looking. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. So super fun. Yeah, it is fun. And I have one more whips. Okay. Okay. So in I needed to stay off of Instagram. Like this was it's funny how I pop in there every day like for 3.5 minutes and I don't see any of this stuff. I don't know why I see this. Maybe because you follow different people than I do. I don't know. I'm not much of a follower. So Tanis Fiber Arts released a new pattern called Pink Peppermint. It's a sweater. Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were using this for. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, it's we were talking about it, but yes. Yes, it's a sweater. I thought it was a hat. Right. I don't know. When you showed it to me before. Sweater. Oh. And so it's called Pink Peppermint because the first version that she made was stripes, like pink stripes. And then she made a version with this black yarn that you hold with this like tweed thread. So this is like a rainbow party tweed thread. Do you want me to pull it out? Yeah, you can pull that out. And look at this fun stuff. I fell in love with it and had to just buy the yarn that she used because I love the sweater so much. And it's a bulky yarn. So I'm knitting it. The pattern calls for it to be on 8s, which is fine. The top part is 8s. But then when I switched over to in the round, I went up to 9s because I always find I'm way tighter. Oh, interesting. When I'm not that purling. Feels good. Yeah, it's a nice fabric. Yeah. So the yarn is Kama Rose. Snap-nug. This comes in like 1,100 colors. It's a baby alpaca cotton merino. It's super light. It's like one of those blown yarns.
again. So very similar to their Aredo in that sense.
And those blown yarns, part of the reason I think that they will work, we were talking about this before. I was trying to remember which part of the podcast we were talking about it in.
In the outtakes.
It's not, though.
Oh,
we were talking about it with the
Aredo. Yeah.
I think because it's blown like that,
the cotton gives
it structure so that the little tube is not going to let the alpaca just do its thing.
Yeah. So this is twofold. This has less alpaca. So it's 55 baby alpaca, 35 cotton, and 10 merino.
Mm-hmm.
But also because you're holding it with this, which is this creative make it tweed, literally what it's called. It's just a little tweed thread that you knit in. So cool. Between those two things, it's like adding mohair to a project. Like it just gives it more structure.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, the Kama Rose you can get from the Yarnery in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where I ordered the yarn from. They also have this Make It tweed, but they were out of the rainbow color when I was ordering. But they have a bunch of other colors of it. So I ended up ordering, I think, from Universal Yarns.
Or maybe very shortly from your favorite
Muscle
Yarn.
You may be able to get it at Muscle of Yarn.
Bella's going to be like, what?
I know. Can you stay off of Instagram, please? No, because it intrigued me. And then it came and I took one look at this and I was like, oh my God, Jen's going to love this.
It doesn't sparkle, but
it doesn't sparkle.
It does the same fun stuff.
It's another way to add some texture and other color to a project without adding weight. It's like working with a mohair almost, but without the fuzzies.
Well, and what I said to Ange when we were talking about it before we started was just like if someone comes in and they're like, I want like navy blue tweed, and we have lots of navy blue yarn, but we don't have
tweed,
then
if we had something like this,
we can make any color tweed.
So this is relatively affordable. Like this is like a 50-gram skein. It's like 483 yards. I was going to say
there's probably 1,000 yards on there.
And I want to say it was like $10.
445 meters.
445 meters. Yeah. So for this sweater project, I needed 3 of these.
Yeah.
So I think, stand by.
Cheaper than mohair.
Cheaper than mohair. But just another alternative for if people want to add fun things to a project. I mean, I can't even tell you like how delighted I am with what this looks like as it's knitting up. Yeah. It's like a yarn party that's
like
happening.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Totally. Yeah. So fun.
What's the sweater look like? Who cares about the sweater? It's just the yarn.
So
you don't have the pattern. Yeah. I could look it up. I'm on
No, I don't have the pattern. It's like just like a pullover, drop shoulder, like warm, snuggly kind of pink peppermint sweater. Is it Tannisville Valley? So it's well written.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah.
Looks. Lots of sizes. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, it's kind of a big drapey sweater.
It's a big drapey, like...
I can't get it to do what it needs to do.
Yeah, it's just really cozy.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's working.
And if you go down further, though, her cat, there's the pink version, which hence
that's a nicer, you can sort of see
the
shape
pink
a little
peppermint
bit better.
Name for it. But, if you don't want to do the tweedy thing, you could stripe it.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
It's a nice shape. So it's kind of really one of those nice patterns where you have the shape and now you can do whatever. It's a palette. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
In terms of details. But that is, I think we should talk to Bella.
We should, No.
You know me, I'm up for anything that's fun and different.
So, there's like, I want to say 5 or 6 colors of the tweedy. I think there's a neon line and there might also be a metallic line as well. Like there's multiple things to choose from.
I was hoping there might be. I love the rainbow, of course, but it would be nice if there was kind of a
there
neutrally
are some
kind
solids,
of one. You know what I mean?
Ones. So there was like a teal one.
Could,
oh yeah, you totally could.
For someone who's a little bit more conservative.
Yeah.
But.
No, I think there were plenty of other options there.
Yeah.
I just was laser focused on I want the rainbow one.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, that's fun.
I want the party sweater.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so I ordered, I mean, that yarn came really quickly. The folks at the yarnery are great.
Yeah.
And if you want that particular.
Well, I was also thinking, we've seen, there's quite a bit of pattern support for the Kama Rose. I feel like we had some of that yarn, not that yarn sniff nut, but the Kama Rose.
Something.
We've had a few of those in the past, but I feel like it's probably something we should look at again.
Yeah, it's
a lot of pattern
lovely
support
to work with.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
yeah.
knitting. I set it aside because
it's hard. We can't have all the yarns.
No, I know.
We want them all.
I
we can't have them all, but
would have put more effort into knitting that sweater, but then I was like, I need to cast on a new sock for my sock class. So I pivoted earlier this week to knit another sample. We had a sample at the store, but I wanted one with multiple colors, so it's easy for people to see the cuff and the heel and like.
Where's that whip?
It's in the car.
Oh.
I didn't bring it in.
You didn't want to bring in 85 bags, just 80.
No, I don't know them in a second one. It's more just it was for the class. And it'll probably go in my like teaching bin.
Yeah.
So I can just pull it out now going forward.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be way further. That pattern, it's fast.
Yeah.
And actually, I find it easier to not miss the tweed strand than like the mohair when I knit with mohair. Occasionally I have, but you can see it because it pops off.
Especially because it's so contrasty with the black as well.
And so it's really easy to catch it on the next round and fix it and get it back where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But
oh
my God, it makes my heart so happy. So happy. I was texting some non-knitter friends, and I texted them a picture of the sweater, and I was like, yeah, I might have just bought yarn to make this sweater. And they were like, that's amazing. And then I texted them another picture of William was mocking me, pretending he was knitting, and he had picked up that project, and they were like, that's the sweater! And I was like, that's amazing. Like, non-knitters, like, put that together. I was like, it is the sweater.
Yes.
Also, you cinnamon bourbon.
Well,
did you make some progress?
I did. I couldn't remember where I was last time because I think I did work on this since we last podcast. So I have divided for the sleeves.
Oh, I don't think you divided for the sleeves.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't quite remember.
I don't think so.
I just barely, like you can just barely. And so now I am working up the front.
Nice.
I'm going to be sad that fell off, but we'll figure it out. So this is the cinnamon and bourbon, and it has been in timeout between the holiday knits and the winter rose, which I just got excited about. So I'm going to finish the winter rose first, but then we'll be back to do this one and finish this up as well. So it'll start moving a little faster now that I'm done with the bulk of the body. So
nice.
Yeah. It's been so long since we broadcast.
I know. It's like I was like looking around at what do I need to bring?
Right. I know. Right. I had all these things in my.
Oh, I did bring the too small mitten. Why did I not take it out? There it is. Guys, look at this. If I can fall out of my chair, that would be really embarrassing. Guys, look at that.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. How much smaller it is.
It's funny. It's almost the same length. It's just tighter around.
I mean, it is.
You could save it and use it as a class for putting thumbs in.
You could. It's totally possible. It just is so tight, and maybe that's what it was supposed to be. But
something weird.
Oh, that's the increase. That's on that one too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not.
No,
it's only on one side.
No, it's there. I see it now.
Yeah. That's where the gusset. But it has. I love this pattern. Has very interesting construction. And how you do the thumb, which I always am intrigued by. But yeah, so it just teeny tiny. I don't know.
When you held it up, I thought, well, it's almost the same length. It's just much narrower around. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, there it is. Oh,
Georgie has woken up. Georgie is my kitty. And we're right next to his interactive toy that's a bird on a string stuck to the floor, and so he might jingle that, hopefully.
So I'm going to add a link to the those two other yarns that we were just talking about if people want to check them out, because I think they're fun. So he's like, is this bag for me? All right, add link. Just making myself some notes.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to highlight a pattern that just came across my feed in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So the Melt the Ice hat was released. This is not a free pattern, which is why I've folded it to hide the directions. It's a $5 charge to buy the pattern, but proceeds are being donated.
I'm only laughing at the jingling bell. I'm sorry.
To various organizations in Minnesota. And this is a nod to the Norwegians who in the 1940s made and wore red pointed hats with a tassel as a visual protest against Nazi occupation of their country. So this is a recreated pattern for that. So I just wanted to bring people's attention to that. That's the Melt the Ice hat by Paul Neary.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday or the day before, and I didn't get a chance to go look at it to see what weight yarn's probably worsted weight.
It's actually, the pattern is written for fingering, DK, or worsted.
Okay, great.
So you have your choice.
Mm-hmm.
I did pick up some red Cascade 220, though I have a whole other skein from that hat, so I have enough yarn to make a couple of hats. I have some red. Yeah, you have. Jen has a little bit of red here. So anyway, so that's that pattern is out there as well.
Yeah.
And we'll link to that in show notes for folks.
Yeah.
In case people hadn't seen it. Because I don't know about all of you, but I don't know what's happening with my Ravelry feed. So I normally have the pattern search page set up to the Hot Right Now. So it toggles through Hot Right Now, and then if you just want to look through 2 or 3 pages, you can just see like what are the most popular patterns.
Yeah, I don't
At
think mine does
some point, it got flipped over to newly added patterns.
Oh.
And there was a period for like 2 weeks where I was like, what is happening on Ravelry? What are these patterns? Like, is somebody running a sale? Like, why is there 700 crochet agurumi in my Hot Right Now feed?
Yeah.
And then I finally figured it out that something had toggled. So I toggled it back. And then when I went in yesterday to do something on Ravelry, it had toggled back to the... I know, Georgie's like...
I'm sorry, Georgie.
He's just like, I cannot work like this. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on.
He's not very friendly. He won't come up.
Okay.
So I apologize for the jingle bell. You're going to hear a little jingling.
Georgie.
He's a cat. You can't make him stop.
Right?
I have a little pile of... well, I have a couple things, actually. So I have a pile of Christmas... It was a very yarny, knitting-related Christmas for me. So I had all kinds of fun little things in my...
Nice.
These Fox and Pine Stitch. I don't always use... My sister went online and was buying things for me.
They're so cute.
Aren't they cute? I know, it makes me want to use... I'm not much of a point protector person, but I'm probably going to use them because they're adorable.
It makes you want it. And we have some really cute ones at the store,
We have some really cute ones.
And I'm like, maybe I need to start using point protectors. I'm like, on what? Your Magic Leaf projects?
Mm-hmm. I know, right? Right. It's just kind of funny. And then Ange gave me such an awesome Christmas gift. It's so exciting. I can't wait to use it. I haven't used it yet. And then some fun stuff. So Katrinkle's and her little sheep.
They're so cute.
They're iridescent. Sorry.
So many different colors of sheep.
It's a sheep huddle.
Yeah.
They don't want to like line up with each other, but there they are.
They're so cute.
Yeah. And then the other thing I was going to share. So I've been talking about this for a year now. So I got in 2024, I bought an Advent kit, which arrived partway through when my mom was in the hospital. And I put a bunch of stuff away because my living room was being renovated starting in January, like a week after she died. So this got put away and I could not find it for the longest time, but it was a little bright moment every day when I came home. So I had bought this kit from Yarn Therapy, and I just wanted to give her a little shout out because it is so...
That's beautiful.
It was a super beautiful pile of things. This is the main color. And so they it was, I'm not sure I can find it again, and I forgot to look it up before I started, but it was based on like sea slugs, I want to say. I think she's
Okay.
from Australia
Oh,
or
that's
New
cool.
Zealand. New Zealand, that's what I thought. And I'll just look really quickly and see if I can find it. But anyway, it has been found.
Yay!
So now I have to think of what to make with it. But they're just, and it's a merino cotton linen blend, which is really fun. So
Dun, dun, dun. I was gonna see if you could tell by the solar powered
Nudie.
nudie.
Yeah, nudie is the name. Those are the slugs or whatever they are.
I mean, that would fit.
Come on, what? This new
Crispada. Oh,
This
yeah.
new iPhone search nonsense is driving me a little crazy.
I mean, this one's just called Jason. Sap suckling sea slug.
Yeah, they were definitely sea slugs, but they were the most beautiful colors.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
I couldn't.
It's
There
like
it is.
a rainbow of.
It's been oh, here they are, or some. So she does. So she
Like
her new
nature-based.
her 2025 one was called Bugger, and it was all based on insects or beetles. So there's
So cool.
sorry, hopefully the screen is not.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
It just caught my eye, the colors. And so I bought it, and honestly, I had completely forgotten about it. And it arrived at a very opportune moment. And
So pretty.
yeah, so it was,
Gorgeous.
yeah.
What are you going to make out of it?
I don't really know. I have to think about it, because there's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a
of
lot of
yarn.
yarn.
Yeah. It is fingering weight, and as I said, it's a merino linen. There's no cotton. 90% superwash merino, 10% linen. So it has
That's
a really nice
sheen to it.
Yeah, and it feels summery, even though it's not necessarily. So anyway,
I bet you could do a really fun rocket tee with that.
yeah, I had a cowl that I was looking at for a while that had like I might design my own thing, I guess.
There you go. That works too.
But that also seems like a lot of work at the moment. So we shall see. But yeah, and then another thing, and I can't remember where I found this, but there's a brand called Rustic Strength, and they make handcrafted lotions and soaps, and I found it, I think it was a link from like the Hudson Valley Textile Project, gifts for yarn people, maybe, I forget exactly. So I ordered and they'd make like detergent and laundry detergent and dish detergent and all kinds of other things as well. And so I would, I just wanted to mention it because I think this avocado lotion is pretty awesome, I have to say. I have been loving it. Oh, right, this thing. My other big Christmas gift was an electric yarn winder, which was on my list. And I have to say, it's pretty awesome. So, nice. Yarn store owner, yarn maker. Never have I had my own winder. All this time, just haven't. I wind my yarn by hand, and I still don't mind it.
And sometimes for me, when I have little hissy fits when we're not here and I need yarn, not at home.
And so I just saw them, and honestly, it was probably like a Facebook ad or some stupid thing like that. I don't even know. But anyway, I had no idea, and I thought, well, if it's a Christmas gift, then if it's not great, I won't care as much if I spend my own money. I know that's ridiculous, but anyway, I posted a little video of it when I first used it, and I gotta say,
two thumbs up?
Yeah, it's made out of plastic, and there's probably some other things that are, whatever, but it has a big, the part where it winds the yarn is big, and so you can do a big skein, 200 grams, or a big bulky skein. It has not snagged yet. I've done a few. I mean, I gotta say, and it's pretty exciting. You can adjust the speed, whether it's fast or slow.
Wow.
And it's pretty it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna recommend it, and I was thinking that we might
bring one.
We might have them in the store.
Yeah. I have a Stanwood. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, and I looked at those and I was going to put one of those on my list, but honestly, they're the same price.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
Yeah, I hear you.
It doesn't.
I hear that. You have to write that down. I can link it in show notes too.
Yeah, it doesn't have much information. I got a lot of questions about it when I posted on it. And then I don't even know why I'm showing this yarn because, as it turns out, it's just going to go directly to Shelburne Farms. But as many of you remember, and they're shearing again in a week or two, like February 2nd. So when I come back, next Monday, I guess. Cold for skirting, but we'll be there. I got the Shelburne Farms yarn back from the mill finally. Nice. So it's worsted weight and fingering weight. This has not been washed because I washed a handful of the skeins. So it's pretty soft, nice. Even though it hasn't been washed. I took them over to Shelburne Farms yesterday, not sure how much they would want to buy back, and they decided to buy the whole clip. So they're taking them all. Awesome. I'm going to dye a few for them in Shelburne Farms red, or as close as I can get to Shelburne Farms red. But other than that, they're going directly to them. So I had hoped that I would be able to sell some, that we would have some in the store, but I think they wanted all of it. So
that's great.
So that's good. But I just Dorset, and for Dorset yarn, I have to, or for Dorset,
because Dorset's a meat sheep.
Yeah, almost
primarily
all of
meat sheep.
The fibers I have are, and so when it was washed, it was even softer. So it's pretty nice, I have to say. And they were really funny. I vaguely remembered that they had yarn before from their sheep. Just having been in their store and been around with them a little bit before. They were like, oh wow, this is really soft, like it's not really rustic. I was like, it doesn't have to be rustic, like
it doesn't have to be scratchy.
Yes. And they were like, the yarn we had before was pretty scratchy, and there was lots of stuff in it, and I was like,
didn't get cleaned properly.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So that's exciting news for Bobolinks, but not so exciting for everybody else.
I know. But, as I pointed out to Jen, I was like, well, if you're going to do fleeces soon, they may not, run through all of that. So maybe in the next go around, there'll be some for you to hang on to.
I think he thinks that they will.
They're going to sell all of it?
Probably.
Well, they might. They're pretty busy over there.
Yeah. Not so much right now because it's a little bit of a quieter time for them.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, we'll see what happens. So,
nice.
Yeah, that was an exciting thing yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We do need to pull prizes for the sock along.
Okay.
So apparently all of my sock knitters are Yarncast watchers and participated in the sock along.
Oh,
so
even though they came to your class?
A ton. No, there's a ton of finished objects.
Yes, sorry.
Probably more finished objects than we've had in a while.
Good.
In a long, which
Am
is
I doing a generator
amazing.
Thing?
You are between 2 and 53.
Sorry, that's stupid.
I know.
Why does it do this? I can't get it to go away. Sorry, I upgraded my phone for whatever stupid reason that, it said it needed to be upgraded. But I gotta tell you, I'm not happy with the new 53, 2 to 53.
2 to 53.
And
what we have here for our winner, as you can tell, Jen and I have very specific color palettes. So this is Night Owl Fibers. So this is hand dyed from Houston, Texas, and it is a basic sock, 463 yards for 100 grams. So it's a 75-25 merino, superwash merino nylon. And the color is Hallows Eve. So our
little stash busting.
Yeah, little stash busting. So what post number do we
40.
have? 40. All right, let's go find that. And there were all kinds of fun sock projects that you guys were working on, between shorty socks. There were some slippers. There was there's
been a lot added. I looked right before Christmas, and
oh my god, there's been so many. Apparently everybody was knitting socks over the holidays.
Yeah.
Somebody finished up some knee-high socks.
Wow.
I know, which was amazing. There were some baby
I suppose
booties.
it's like making sleeves, but
Yeah, Christmas stockings. Like, you guys put in all the things, and I love it. And so post number 40 is Ravelry user A Top Bing. So this is Anna, sorry, from Canada. So hopefully you're gonna come visit us sometime soon. We may be able to ship it to you. I think you might have a US address. Anyway, let us know. Send me a message with what address you'd like us to use, or if you want us to hold this for you in store. We're happy to do that. So A Top Bing, congratulations. And thank you so much for participating in our along. Yeah, she had a number of different, we had all kinds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the over the knee socks because I was like, what? Oh yeah, they were purple SSK.
Wow.
Right? Striped. Look at those. Awesome. I love those so much.
How many sailor slippers were in there?
Not as many. Like
the amount of yarn that we
three.
sold for sailor slippers in December is still baffling to me. But I would have expected there to be about 100 pairs in there.
So yeah, we saw the scrap along. Still going. It ends January 31st, but I think realistically, I'll probably close it before we yarn cast next, which will probably be the following weekend. If our schedule is holding, which would be like the 8th.
Yeah.
Maybe I may have basketball. I don't know. TBD. As always, if the thread is not locked, it's okay to keep posting in the thread. Right. And I will leave the thread open until we're ready to yarn cast next. So keep your scrap along projects coming. And then I think Jen and I are going to have some time to chat and brainstorm, and so I think when we come back and yarn cast next, we'll have maybe a couple more new alongs that we're gonna announce after that. I haven't really been in the place to be thinking about that stuff right
I thought
now.
about a couple weeks ago, and then I, of course, who knows where those
yeah.
If I don't write it down immediately, then
I mean, we could all do a pink peppermint along if people want to join on that bandwagon. There's enough interest. I'll open up a thread. So you all tell me.
That's right.
But yeah, I think definitely we're going to have, 7 hours on the train, both directions to New York and back. And then the whole weekend. So we'll be, having some opportunities to chit chat about this kind of stuff and also get some inspiration. Like, one of the cool things about Vogue Knitting Live is just, it's like any sort of yarn or fiber festival. Yeah. People are wearing their hand knits. Like, you get to see what's coming up and coming from, designers. Yeah. And they do that huge fashion show. Yeah. Yeah. Throughout the whole weekend there. And just come back with some ideas. Yeah. And inspiration.
Yeah. And this will post
Friday. So right before we'll be down there when this posts.
Okay, you're going to do that remotely somehow.
No, I always load it ahead of time. I can schedule when it goes live.
Okay. So if you're watching this,
we're there,
and you are there, or I don't know, somehow. Anyway, we'll be there. We'll post on the socials anyways. But come find us. We'll be wandering around.
Come say hi.
We might. Our home base at the marketplace might be our friend Heidi from Dirty Girl Yarns. Yeah, because her booth babe couldn't make it after all, so we're gonna
help out a little bit.
Be a little backup for her.
Yeah.
Make sure she gets fed and watered.
Make sure she eats. Yeah.
And
and I'm pretty sure she not only is going to have her normal Dirty Girl yarns and Dirty Girl rovings, but she is also bringing Sticky Girl honey with her.
Wow, that's a lot to carry.
She has bees.
Heavy.
She has a bunch of hives and makes her own honey and has launched Sticky Girl honey. So
I'm just imagining her, like, yarn is heavy enough, but bottles of honey.
I don't know how she does it. She's
going to load them all into the back of her Uber, and
she does
off she
actually.
goes.
Yeah, she's got a whole system, and
That's
she
what I was
describes it,
envisioning.
and it's like a Uber XL. The person shows up and is like, "You want what?
Where are we going?"
She's like, "Load it up, we're going."
It's hard to imagine, really, having been to one show.
I know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll see.
She's got it figured out. So anyway,
more power to her.
We're so happy to be here.
Yes, we
and
are.
And we're so happy all of you are here. Thanks for all your support.
Yeah.
And for joining us. We're going to lose the light really soon because it's 4:00 here.
The best thing of all, though, is that we're at that point in January where there's a
dark
glimmer
out.
of daylight in the mornings before you leave the house. And I left the office at 5:00 the other day or quarter after, and there was still light in the sky. It was not light. It was definitely twilight, but that is like a month ago at this time. It was dark. Yeah. Yes. Onward and upward.
Woohoo!
Yeah. It's all good.
Hey, Georgie.
Now, so. Yeah. No appearances on the podcast.
No.
He's like better things.
I'm just gonna stare at you from the stairwell.
You've usurped my playpen. And
why? Can you leave, please?
And then the minute my mother walks into the kitchen, even if it's 4:10, it'll be time for dinner.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So funny.
Well, thanks for your patience, everybody. And I think we will hopefully be back on our somewhat normal schedule, perhaps the next couple month or so. The other thing that Jen and I will be able to do is compare our schedules and sort of nail down the Yarncast schedule.
Yeah.
Of course, subject to somebody going down with the flu. So, whatever. Best laid plans.
That's not the reason why.
Best laid plans.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, and if you've got any ideas for what I should do about this, just tell me. Open to ideas.
We should think of something. I have at my house like an adventing kind of thing that I bought from I can't remember who it was at this point. A couple years ago, and it's a full skein of yarn and a whole bunch of mini skeins, and it was based on the Christmas Story. That was like how they named all the yarns. Maybe Whimsical Wood Yarn Company, I think is who I bought that from. And I have about that number of mini skeins and full skeins. So if nothing else, maybe you and I should just do our own little whatever.
And also people who bought our solstice boxes will have stuff.
Yeah.
Potentially, unless they're already knitting Maddie's pattern, which would be great.
Great. We still have a few of those left if anybody has some interest.
Yeah. Not too many, though. We sold almost all of them, I think.
Yeah.
And the yarns are really beautiful.
So beautiful.
Seen them. And they're out there.
And the pattern is lovely.
Yeah.
Maddie did a wonderful job with the patterns.
Yeah.
For the cowl and the shawl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was going to do some scouring of the internet to see. I had looked before when I first got this, and then I had sort of lost track of things. Obviously the timing was whatever, but and then I lost the yarn and thought I may never see it again.
Right.
So it was unfortunately, not to go off on a tangent, but it was in a tote in my craft room, which I thought had fabric from like when I used to sew things like 20 years ago in it. And it turns out that it's full of bags of whips. So
that's amazing.
That's a thing all by itself. Yeah. So in terms of things to knit, I got plenty. So I really do think whip along is also
a whip along. Yeah.
We used at some point we did that whip bingo thing. Well, we didn't do it, but some of our knit groups did it. It was fun. Make a bingo card, and you have to follow whatever rules you yourself have made on your
self-imposed.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
You never know. You draw numbers.
A number.
Yeah, I forget exactly how it works, but it was fun. I did pretty well for like the first. It goes the whole year. That's the only thing. I think. But it's a good way to because sometimes one of the things is like knit 30 minutes on this project every day.
Yeah.
And then you can go back to the one you really want to work
Right, but it forces you to do that other
Right,
one.
and suddenly your other one starts coming along because,
it's almost
you know,
done.
right,
Yeah.
30 minutes is, or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
making that up. But there's lots of, you know, we could do it. It could be, anyway, we can think about
I mean,
that.
we
That would be
could
a fun
see if we
thing.
could figure out something for like Knit Every Day in May. You know,
Yeah.
that's like some sort of fun game to go along with that. That's about how to finish whips during that month and make that more of a big deal. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have 14 hours on the train together, so we'll have time to probably more time on the way down, because on the way back we're gonna be like, I'm tired, my brain hurts. I just took so many classes and
so much
I'm
peopling.
overloaded on peopling.
Right.
So,
exactly. Right. Yeah. I just want to knit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here on my other plain socks or something.
Right.
Plain project.
Right.
Because I can't even do this color work sock right now because my brain hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
right.
Well, we will see everybody soon.
Couple weeks, hopefully.
Couple weeks, fingers crossed.
Lots to talk about when we come back. Yes. We'll have this weekend to talk about.
We will. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Over under on whether Angela's very good at the marketplace or has to buy another suitcase. Could go either way.
Yes, well, unfortunately, I have as much yarn as I could ever want.
Really dials
Plus,
it back, right?
at least one extra tote of whips, because I knew there were other whips in there, but this
I don't know where they were. I lost them. I can start new projects.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Ooh, shiny. That's my problem.
I can't find them.
Yes.
They don't exist.
Yeah, I'm guessing, given that there's also probably several sweater quantities of yarn from previous Rhinebecks.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Paul Lee sweater, there's so many things. Oh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. I am pretty sure.
Not that I didn't already buy yarn for that, because I did.
That I have UV reactive yarn that I bought the last time we went to Vogue Knitting Live from Seismic Yarns, which I have not used. I'm pretty sure that we also buy from Biscot Yarns that cashmere.
We did.
Yarn to knit that really cool shawl, which I have not done either.
I feel like I used that yarn for something else, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
No, but they'll be there.
Yeah.
Will they be there?
I don't know. I briefly looked at the list of vendors and I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to go on with the plan.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Feels like a bad idea, but
I went down as far as the F's to see if Fiber Stash would be there, so I could figure out
sweater
if I need an extra skein for my sweater. Then I'll make a plan.
Yep.
Not that she'll have that color. She hasn't done that color for a long time, but maybe you never know.
Totally. So. All right. Well, if you see us at Vogue Knitting, come say hi. If not, we'll see everybody in a couple of weeks.
We'll be wandering around, falling apart, so it's time to go.
Totally. All right. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Do that on the outtakes. I feel like I should be on Strange Brew or something while it's really dry here.
This is my new favorite. Oh no, I've got like things going and
there's all kinds of stuff happening. Look at that. All right.
It smells good too.
It does smell good. This
was a whim. I bought stuff for these people. Rustic Strength.
Knits on Knit is all the color work that doesn't match at all. It's really cold here, guys.
Yeah. Oh, are we recording already?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, no, it is definitely cold. I took off my house sweater and put on the shawl, but if I get cold, I might get up in the middle and put it back on again.
You could borrow my hat.
I might just put the house sweater back on again.
I'm going to take it off. Real thing, I look ridiculous. Mostly because it's not done. Like, it needs tassels. It's waiting for tassels. It also needs to be blocked.
Are you going to wear it for 2 weeks solid during the Olympics?
I might.
Every day, all
I
day.
might. Just watch me. I might. Yes, this is the 2026 Winter Games. It's a reverse engineered pattern for the Ralph Lauren hats that they wear.
Trademark pending.
Right? No, I didn't do it. Somebody else did it.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But super fun. 3 colors. Like, all right, I'm gonna take that off now because it is actually really warm.
All hats are, honestly. Like
no, I know.
You feel like there's been 1 or 2 nights when it's been really cold, And I'm like, I'm wearing a hat to bed.
But I like this with the ear things. Like usually for me, like the problem is if
they
part
push
of my
the
ear
earrings
is
into your...
and part of my ear shows,
Mm-hmm.
this one fully covered the ears. I like that a lot.
I don't like them because they push the backs of the earrings.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get these little red bumps.
Yeah.
My skin
angry.
is very...
Your skin gets
just
angry.
on the regular day.
Yeah.
Wearing earrings, it gets annoyed with me sometimes. So
right.
Yeah.
So we took a little longer break than expected. That was my fault.
Well, it was the queen of virus, whatever virus fault, right?
Yeah, I got the flu, and I wasn't quite back on my feet when we were supposed to yarn cast when we thought we were going to, and
Which was, I guess, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and I didn't really want to risk getting Jen sick, and I still wasn't feeling really that
very
good.
Gently declined the opportunity to get sick.
I was like, so here's what's been going on. Jen's like, yeah, no. I was like, that's fine.
Nope.
I don't blame you, and I'm not sad about not having to leave my house
and
tomorrow.
try to talk, and
try to talk. I still have a cough.
Yeah, it's been terrible. My Aunt knows this. My sister's whole household, all three of them went down at various points, and they all had a different version of the same. Obviously, it's the same thing. They lived together, but my brother-in-law had, I think, what you had. My sister had a 1 day and then 3 days of normal and then 1 day, and she had a terrible headache, which is what you were describing, I think. Yeah. And I think Wiley just had a fever for 4 days.
Both my kids have had some version of it, which is really just a really nasty head cold.
It's a mutating virus, apparently.
Yeah, it's not.
It mutates all on its own.
It's not great.
Meanwhile, another guy at the office, his whole family had a norovirus. I mean, it's...
Oh, yeah, no, it's just...
Which he described in great detail. I was like, really? You can just say you're sick.
Yeah, we don't need all of that.
I don't need detail.
Well, I had to put
I believe you.
Some level of detail. So I had to have one court case rescheduled.
Well, that's different, yeah.
And it required a bunch of detail and emotion. And I realistically probably should have had a second one. I think that's part of the reason why I was not feeling well enough to yarn cast on Sunday is because I had to go into work on Friday. I should have stayed home, but I had a court hearing. I didn't have my computer. I didn't have anything at home to be able to do it from home. And it just, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, kind of thing. So, and then have just been sort of struggle busing the last couple of weeks because I'm not, I'm there, but
that's
not
how my
really.
brother-in-law's
It's
been.
just.
I think my sister, when she gets a fever, she just gives into it and she just for 24 hours, and usually that pushes her through. But anyway, and if you're stressed about anything else or whatever, which God knows we all are these days, but my brother-in-law was coming off a really stressful holiday season with his dad being in the hospital, and it's just...
I mean, I was basically out of commission for 3 days at my house, Tuesday through Monday night through Thursday. It was not even barely getting out of bed, kind of. It was bad. I was I do not feel good. But it's fine.
Well, it's not fine. It's never fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
It sucks.
But it's fine because I'm better. I mean, I'm better enough at this point.
And then you're just so grateful to be alive because you no longer feel as bad, right?
I could go do things in public.
Yeah.
No, I do feel most of the time, today, I think by the time we get done doing this, my voice is going to be really stressed because I taught a class this morning for 2 hours, 2+ hours, and now we're doing this. It's a lot of talking, and my throat's going to just be really? What?
Yeah.
Yep. You do not deserve to talk. We are going to take that ability away from you for 24 hours. So.
Well, tomorrow you can just hunker down.
And my kids will think it's hilarious.
And you can just be like...
I don't know. Stop bothering me. I'm knitting.
Can't talk. I can only knit.
Right?
I think maybe you could consider doing that regardless of how your voice is.
I could just fake it.
You could just make a sign. I lost my voice.
I have to rest my voice because we're leaving on Thursday to go to Vogue Knitting.
Right.
That I have to be able to. That's very important.
Right. Yes. Right now, the primary focus is to stay healthy until next Sunday.
Thursday through next Sunday. Yeah, 10:24.
Okay.
So 10:15 maybe. Sorry. We
Yes.
We were having an earlier conversation about what time the train leaves.
Okay.
because we're taking a train to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So 10:15.
Yes, from a train station that's 5 minutes from my house.
It's
bizarre.
so exciting.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
So excited.
Yes.
And then 2:19 on the way back.
Okay.
So arrived at like 9.
Yes, but we're 5 minutes from the house when we land.
I know. I'm a little further than
Very
that,
excited.
but not too much further. It's definitely closer than going to the airport
Yes.
for me
Yes.
by a lot.
Yeah. For
So.
sure.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So the last 6 weeks, because it's literally been like 6 weeks.
Right. So
since
we've had all
yarn
kinds of
cast.
stuff in the middle of that. Right?
So there's a ton of projects you guys haven't seen because they got mailed as holiday gifts or birthday gifts,
which we'll have talked about.
which we have already talked about. I've been mostly just basketball, like is my whole life right now.
Yeah.
Between my 2 kids. So.
And you had a nice holiday.
We had a nice holiday.
We didn't even really get a chance to. Oh, I guess we did inventory on the 1st.
Yeah.
I lost track of.
Well,
things
and then we
after
had
that.
the staff brunch thing, which
right.
was also really nice.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But yes, we had a nice holiday. We were just here.
Yeah.
It feels so long ago.
I know. Like
it's like a month ago at this point.
It is actually a month ago, right? Today's the 24th.
Yeah. New Year's was what it was, and then we went back to work Monday the 5th, and immediately I went down with the flu. So there we are. There's
right. Yeah.
my 6-week recap for you.
Right. That's right. We had a nice holiday. The only thing that was, from a family perspective was my brother-in-law's father went into the hospital the Monday before Christmas. They thought he was having a stroke. It turns out to have been just a weird, I won't go into it, but he was in intensive care for that whole entire week and a half. So that was just a drag. And not only that, but he was at Dartmouth, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours from here on a good day. We had like snow every day for that week. So
wild.
My poor brother-in-law and sister were traipsing back and forth in that weather, like once or twice a day. And after Christmas, my brother-in-law just stayed. He was here on Christmas Day, and then he went back down like Friday or Saturday, and he stayed. He just got a hotel, and he stayed for 3 days because he just could not be driving back and forth.
A lot.
It was a lot. So that was kind of, given last year, my mom was obviously sick over the holidays, and, we were kind of hoping for like the easy,
calm,
joyful, peaceful, reminiscent,
happy,
non-stressful. Yeah, so that was less so for me, but of course I know him very well, and it affected my direct family. So it slowed us down a little bit, changed sort of some of our plans, but it is what it is, life, right? It just keeps on doing its thing. So
exactly.
And then, but then I had a couple friends. We had our holiday thing for the store, which was fun,
super
and then
fun.
And then I had friends come that Monday, and they were here until Wednesday. So that was kind of like doing New Year's with them. And then on New Year's itself, I went to bed at 10.
Yeah. And then
I don't even know.
Had what I could only classify as the fastest inventory day we have ever had.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
Yeah. Although by the time we got home, it was probably pretty close to the same.
It was, because we had a little
meeting afterwards. But it was good and efficient and easy, and so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then back to work.
Yeah. And then we went to a UVM hockey game that weekend. I'm sure, but who knows right now.
That's where you got.
Probably where I got whatever.
Yes. These nasty fans.
Just
viruses.
I mean, it could have been my own kid too. Because he also had like.
But they weren't back at school yet.
No, but William came home with something over break and was really like had sort of head cold type stuff. So it could have been.
There's like literally a gazillion things.
Who knows? I could have got it at the grocery store. Like I don't know. Like who knows?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't.
These days in particular.
So we're in cold Mageddon right now, which is soon to be replaced by Snowmageddon.
Although apparently not as much. Well, I mean,
it was
south
not
of here,
as cold.
Yeah, the forecasting, like the the anxiety-provoking weather forecasting.
I don't even know what kind of snow we're going to get.
Well, now we're supposed to get like 7 to 10, that's a good snow. We haven't had a big one for a while. But I'll tell you, not for nothing. So yesterday I was running errands, and I'm in the car, like a weird series of events happened, which sort of threw me off. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden behind me I realize that there's a regular car that has police lights like in it, not on it. It's not a police car.
Oh, is it
like
one
an
of the
undercover
fire...
or whatever? No, it was police, I think.
Oh.
So
unmarked car.
Yeah, unmarked. That's right. I could not think of the word, and I was trying. I'm like, every now and then there's like a thing that goes around. There's like some stupid person who shouldn't be doing this, but anyway, I pulled over. The guy goes flying past me. I get back on the road again, and he's like, one at a time down the main highway because people don't really see you without like real lights on your car.
Yeah, real.
Because you're not. I mean,
I know you're not looking for lights on the grill.
You're not looking in the back of my right exactly.
Right.
And so literally, I get like a mile and a half down the road, and the emergency alert system is on the radio, and I was like, "Oh God, what's happening?" Because somehow in my brain it was like tied to this police officer. It turns out they were doing an emergency alert
test.
No, to let us know
it was going to be cold.
That there's a storm coming on Sunday.
Oh, great.
2 days later. I was like, first of all,
really?
Every weather forecast for the past week has been talking about this. I don't watch television, really, or the news. I barely listen to the radio, and I know about this. So I don't need an emergency alert 2 days ahead of time.
But have you met people?
So that was something, and he went on and on and on. Snow and whatever. So then I go like 3 miles down the road. That ends. I go 3 miles down the road, and all of a sudden there's like legit 3 police cars behind me with flashing lights, and I'm now at a...
And where were you?
By now I'm in Shelburne Village. I was heading towards Shelburne, and I'm turning left to go to Shelburne Farms.
Okay.
So I'm at the light.
Okay.
There's a car next to me. Yeah. I'm trying to turn left, and these cars are like coming up behind me, and I was like, I got nowhere to go.
They go around. They usually
did.
Go around.
Yes. And so I was like frozen in panic. Yeah. And at that point, I was like, I don't know. What is going on today?
I don't know where they were going.
And, all the hype of everything else happening out there.
Was it on Friday?
Yesterday, yeah. So they went straight up the road, and I turned to Shelburne Farms and went to the peaceful oasis.
Who knows? I mean, my office is right there, and there's emergency vehicles that scream through there like all day. Yeah. It feels like
it's just constantly. Like 1, 2, 3. These things that were obviously completely disconnected. Not related. The 2 police things may have been related to each other, but
and who knows? Like
it was whatever. But
I don't know. There's been fires. There's been lots of car accidents. Yes. Serious car accidents.
Yeah, last night I saw them. Yeah.
There was one in my town in Moncton last weekend. It's bad. Yeah. But
anyway, those 3 things together, unfortunately, were like,
right,
with the unnecessary emergency alert.
You were like, I don't even know what's happening now.
No, and then the rest of the afternoon was just fine.
So we're, as we probably already told you at the beginning, it's Saturday. So not even our normal yarn casting day. We're at Jen's house with a lovely rack of boba ink yarns behind us because my schedule is just ridiculous, and this just made the most sense, frankly. So here we are.
Yes, although whether you have to go to do your thing tomorrow, I guess, is subject to when it starts snowing, right?
I don't know. Nothing's been canceled yet, so
I haven't looked yet again because
I don't.
And I obviously didn't listen to the emergency alert, which probably told me in great detail when the snow was going to arrive.
They don't know. It's a surprise. Yeah. I mean, I love the pictures that circulate. That's like snow is coming. We could get 0 inches. We could get 100 inches. It might start at 2. It might start at 4. It might start at midnight. We don't know. Kind of just making fun of the non-exact science that meteorology is.
12 to 18 inches south of us, though. We're supposed to get less. So we weren't supposed to get any, and now it's starting to...
Well, they keep shifting the line. Where I'm at is... Because there's a weird little carve up. So, I
haven't looked at the line in that detail.
Possibly the little, carve up that's coming up the mountain. So I might get more snow at I don't know.
But they keep talking about the storm that's sweeping across the country.
Yeah.
And so I keep going to look at the radar for the entire country, and there is not. Maybe today there is, maybe finally. But because I like to look at the radar, and there's like these little blue clouds that are floating above the.
Well,
anyway, I'm sure it's all gonna like glue together and become a thing.
Yeah, but we've had snow squalls the last couple of days,
Yes.
and none of those show on the radar.
I know, but like you would think that on the radar, if there was like a mass thing that's like Texas and then into the Carolinas and then up the East Coast, there'd be like a good sized blip of something.
You would think
moving across.
I don't know.
Anyway.
We'll find out.
Clearly, we should do
a
secondary degree in meteorology.
Right. We don't have any idea. It was really cold last night, like minus digits, like a lot. Though I don't think it got as cold as they said. It was supposed to be like minus 30 or something. And
wind chill. It was supposed to be like minus 9. Wind chill of minus 30.
Okay.
So.
That could have happened, I guess.
It was
like
windy.
minus 9 this morning. Air temperature
and the temperature did drop pretty quickly. I was running around yesterday, as I said, and it was in the 20s. It was pretty comfortable, except for the wind. And by the time I got back in the car after my last errand at the end of the day, it was 12. So it was definitely dropping.
We were at we had basketball last night, basketball game, and on the way to basketball game, it was like 15 to 12 to 15 degrees out, and by the time we came out of basketball, like 9 o'clock, it was like 8 or 9 degrees.
Yeah.
Like it was definitely much colder.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's January.
It's January in Vermont. Like this is.
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a little bit of like cold but pleasant weather in New York next weekend, so we can do a little sightseeing. And not for nothing. It's cold today, but it is like the most beautiful winter day. Like
the sun's out.
Completely blue sky.
Yeah,
sunshine.
It's beautiful.
The cat is like draped in a puddle of sunshine over there in the corner.
We have enough snow on the ground that it's not
it looks pretty.
Gross out. Yeah. It's pretty. Because we've had these snow squalls that came through.
Yeah, whatever day it was, like Wednesday or Thursday.
Thursday. Crazy.
Yeah, there were like 3 blizzards, and then it was interspersed by sun. I looked at one point, and I couldn't even see out the window.
It was
snowing
like total whiteout, and then it was like blue sky. It was just.
And we ended up with like an inch of new snow. Yeah. Maybe. I don't even know.
So weird.
Right. We spent a lot of time thinking about the weather here in northwestern Vermont.
We do. The weather. So.
Yes.
But.
We made it through the holidays.
Yeah.
We're here.
January's almost over.
Ready to start 2026 at the end of January.
Almost over.
I just said to someone yesterday, like all these people who start January and they're like, I'm going to do dry January. I'm not eating sugar for January. Like all this list of like starting the year off right. For me, I'm like, well, I am going to start eating correctly, but there's still cookies left from Christmas.
Right.
And there's good things left in the kitchen from Christmas and the holidays. So I'm going to finish those things. And then eventually I'm going to start. So I'm right about the 24th of January, apparently, is where that begins.
Next weekend.
Yeah. True. Well, eating right doesn't mean
no, that's true.
Right.
Right's true.
Maybe a few less treats is
right.
And maybe my new treadmill is using my new treadmill is on the agenda.
Yeah.
Because it's too cold to be outdoors walking.
It is really cold. It's very comfortable out there.
And the snowing every morning there's been no walking really.
Yeah.
So
it's tough.
Not at 5:30 anyways. No. So
right.
Anyway.
Well, should we
should.
A move did it on?
Yes, you would probably like to go home at some point. So
that would be nice. Though I think it's gonna be really quiet at my house because they're all at hockey.
There you go.
They're all at Middlebury hockey, which starts. Well, it hasn't started yet. It starts at 3. Yes, I could potentially have
an
hour maybe of just quiet.
Yeah.
With me and the dog, who's not quiet, so not total quiet, but they're humans.
Yeah.
That might be amazing. For just a little bit.
Yeah. My cat is very quiet.
Yeah. Our cats are not really quiet. I don't have a quiet house.
Yeah.
At all, really.
Yes.
I go to work because it's quiet.
It's very quiet in my house and peaceful, generally speaking.
That's nice.
It is nice, actually. Yeah.
So, all right.
All right. Let's, sure.
Okay.